Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Faith and Justice. I'm your man, Dr. L.
I am Dr. B, honored to be in this great man's presence, and I appreciate being on there with him.
I appreciate you coming on here, man.
Yes, sir.
I just gotta make sure my sound sounds good, man, because
You
sometimes
sound good,
I
sir. You got that. You
sometimes
got that. You got that very white voice, and women are just melting as you talk,
I
sir.
don't hear what I don't hear other people hear, man. I think your voice is as deep as mine, man. I don't people say that all the time. I
Yes,
don't
sir.
hear it. I don't hear
Well,
it.
you can't hear yourself or see yourself sometimes.
Yeah. People say that all the time, and I've never I can't hear it. I
Yes,
heard
sir.
his brother the other day. I thought he was talking like underwater. I'm like, oh my God.
Whatever works, man.
Yeah. Whatever works, man. Whatever works. So a couple things here, man. So I want to surprise you with this one here, man.
Here
So I
we
want to
go.
surprise
Here we go. Let's go.
I want to surprise you here with this one, man. Here, I want to surprise you here with this
All
one.
right. Please surprise
Here
me.
we all right, here we go.
Is this my camera? Oh, this is my camera? Oh, this is my camera?
Now it says when Netflix does a documentary on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, episode 1 will ask, is she really a doctor? Episodes 2 through 10 will investigate why complete, jealous, envious haters tried to prove she wasn't. Now, when I saw this before, this was full of comments. So I'm assuming she stripped them down. And I'm just assuming that. I don't know, but these are full of comments. And then this is a comment here. This regalia is for the field of education, not sociology or psychology. This contradicts her claim of obtaining a doctorate. So the colors that she has on here, as you well know, the colors that she has on here, this is for an educational doctorate, an EDD. She's supposed to have a PhD in psychology, which is
I don't know the
blue.
color.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
blue, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Theology is crimson.
yeah. So you can see if anyone zooms in, which I did, I screenshot and zoomed in. I'm not going to put them up right now, but the top one is like Harvest Christian University, which I think is they just give honorary doctorates. I don't know much about them. The second one down is University of Phoenix, where she got her master's degree from. I've always maintained that she actually has a master's degree, and beneath that is her bachelor's degree. I don't know if you can see my little cursor there. But beneath that is her bachelor's degree. And I'm suspicious about that too, because she said she got 2 degrees, and I can't tell which one that is. And underneath that is some other honorary degree or something like that. So I want to surprise you with that one, man. So
Uh, uh, like I said, sir, I will not be surprised in about 5 years you'll be married to Sha
you will. I would be surprised at
because
that.
you are infatuated with her.
I'm not. It pops up on my feed, man. It pops
Sir,
up.
you are infatuated. Cheyenne, please give my brother a chance. He is a doctor. Cheyenne, give my brother a chance. He will treat you well. I pray he would. But you know what? You know, it is very important. The Bible says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge," and it is very important that what you say is what you are.
Mhm.
And I was looking up AI, and AI this platform was saying, "Oh, just give us one clip of yourself, and we'll make 2,000 clips of you as if you are expert in your fields." And
Oh wow.
that's the society we're in right now. The
Oh,
society we're in right now is that AI make me bigger than I really am. Now I use AI, with my clips, but they are my original clips. It's not. AI making clips for me.
Mm.
Uh, but but again, this is really an example of our society. Our society is all about how you look and not how you are. Our society is all about titles and weaves. Our society is all about your presentation more than who you really are. And I just believe that whatever's in the dark will come to the light. So that's all I gotta say about that. But
Well, it's definitely shining right now. I don't know what this lady is on,
well,
man.
I mean, so not to say anything, but I mean, there are people who are jealous of her. I mean, she is attractive. She does have a national platform. So some people are jealous of that. That's fine. I'm just
Mm.
saying, whoever you are, be who you are. Uh, I had a former minister say something that was very powerful. He said, when people bite you or attack you, do you bleed your blood or the blood of Christ? Oh, that was powerful. So, in other words,
Mm.
when people get into you, what comes out of you? And what comes out of you, to me, dictates who you really are in the long run.
Mm. Very good. Very good. Very
Oh,
good.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Um, yeah, she just I mean, I just have an issue with, as you mentioned, the fakeology of people.
Yes.
And I just uh really detest that, having grown up in church and seeing the numerous fake people who fleece the flock instead of caring for the flock. And that goes true, and I hold that true for politicians, for preachers, for police officers who don't do the right thing, anyone who has any type of public platform, public persona, and is pretending to be someone that they're not, pretending to have qualifications that are not, or even if they have the qualifications, still are not being upright in their character and their morality. So that bothers me, no matter who it is. So, and
Uh,
this lady continues to double and triple down. Listen, nobody is asking for this. We've moved on. Why are you bringing this up? Why would you bring up here this fake nonsense about where you got about this? You don't have the right colors on. I mean, you just now other people are just saying that this is proving that she just has mental illness. She has some type of personality disorder. I've talked to a number of different people who work in this field are all saying this. Obviously, they can't diagnose her without different tests and having been in a conversation with her. But everything that she is displaying is about narcissistic personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, other issues that are saying, "Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me," and never being able to be humble enough to say, enough is enough.
yeah. A couple of months ago, Air Canada fired somebody who for 20, 30 years was driving as a pilot and didn't really have their license originally. So apparently this person was able to constantly pass the test, but originally he did not have the pilot license, and yet he was, flying over 20 plus years. So, you know, uh, I think people are understanding being who you are is so important, and social media spirit
Mm,
has definitely dominated us. I mean, how many people don't understand that final look on social media is after 5,000 takes and 20,000 filters? That's one of the reasons why. Let's be honest. That's one of the reasons why when I come on by God's grace and do my 2 minute drills, I am who I am. Sometimes I just finish working out. I'm sweating because I'm just trying to be real. I'm not trying to have all the lights, the cameras, because people want to be real in the bottom line. I mean, the bottom line is there are but so many few stars. Okay, there's but so many few stars. But as we all know, a star does burn out after a while, just like our sun will burn out after a while. So stop trying to be a star, be who you are, and be in your uniqueness, and just take it from there.
yes, very well said. Very well said. Let's continue on with this idea of fakeness. And
Yes, sir.
I sent you a couple of videos, and I got a couple
You on
more.
a
So we'll
roll, bro. You on a roll.
just call me butter, baby. I was on a roll. So I was I wanted to get your opinion about the modern day dating, and this is what people are running into. And there was we had Sister Anita on last time, and we were talking about the book that she read by Delano Squires, the Vanishing Black Family, and he's supposed to be reaching out to me. She contacted this dude, and he's supposed to reach out. So we're gonna try to have a conversation. He has not reached out as of yet, but he may not. I also reached out to him too, but I wanted to bring that up because in his book, he did not mention, and I want to get your opinion about this, your honest opinion about this. He did not. He mentioned all the things that were going on with the black family. All that happened historically. The problem is that a lot of guys today are looking at the modern day woman and saying, I don't want this type of woman. So I'm going to play a couple of videos here and we'll get into it here. So first, I'll play this one here. Let me add this to the screen. I'll do this one here.
Men are not submissive. They're like for females. I don't know. I don't want a yes man. I would hate that, right? But I want somebody to make me feel like I'm doing this like with sacrifice or anything. You know what I'm saying? You like somebody that's just like if I was to date a guy, he lives 50 minutes away. Like I don't normally drive 50 minutes, but I like him. So I haven't ran across somebody who's actually like took that extra step to be like, okay, baby, I did this, I put up on the force. I'm just kidding.
So okay. I think there's obviously a lot going on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna see you
I'm just saying for you're dating a female. You like her. What you want to show her? Yeah. I feel like guys want to be chased nowadays. Guys want to be chased.
I mean, I don't agree with that. Y'all don't date guys.
I know.
But then, I mean, it might come to that. It might be, maybe he dealt with something that's kind of similar too.
Men are not.
I apologize for that sound. I don't know what was up with that, but anyway, I hope that came through. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that sound. But she's saying men don't want to. Essentially, she was saying men don't want to chase anymore. And she said, I don't want to make it seem like women, like guys are suckers for female, or first she said submissive, and then she said suckers anymore. So that to me started off the whole conversation with, I want guys to chase me, be like a sucker, buy me stuff, take me places. So what did you get from that? What are your thoughts about that?
Well, theologically, a man is supposed to chase the woman, not the woman the man. I mean, there's so much that men forget. She's changing her last name to yours. The sex of the child is dependent upon you. So you have been placed in a leadership role. When Eve sinned first, God did not talk to Eve. God talked to Adam first. So this mentality of men chase me, to me, that's a man acting effeminate, in my opinion. No, you chase her. And in fact, if you're chasing your wife, here's this revelation, men, there'll be no cheating. Oh my goodness. There will be no cheating because you're so busy chasing her, making her your focus, that you don't focus on anybody else. So again, because of people trying to modernize dating, modernize marriages, they're getting all this convoluted hodgepodge things that in the end is not working. The reason why marriage doesn't work, because number one, people don't know how to invest in each other. Why do businesses work? Because they continue to invest. Companies that do not invest will dissolve, will go bankrupt. And the reason why most couples fail is because they stop the investment piece with each other. You're
all right,
dating,
so I'm gonna have to
chasing, and then all of a sudden, once you put the ring on the finger, well, I don't need to date you anymore. I don't need to chase you no more. Sir, you are so wrong. So wrong.
I'm gonna have to disagree here. Let me see if I can find a clip here.
I am not surprised.
I want to find, and I'm not saying that men shouldn't put in effort. So let me see if I can find this clip here. So
Let me add something.
Have this emphasize my point.
The effort a man puts in the woman should follow. So in other words, if a man puts in 20, ladies, don't put in 30. Do not put in 30. If the man puts in 60, match him at 60. Do not go 70, 80, or 100. See, that's the problem with society. Well, if he does 10, well, I'll give him 100. Absolutely not. He's the leader. Let him lead. If he won't give you a little, you give him a little. That's the problem with dating today. You're giving too much when a man's not giving nothing at all.
Well, I think that what is going on here? I can hear myself speaking here.
Yep. Hold on. I hear you, sir. I hear you loud and clear, my friend.
Yeah, but I can hear myself.
Oh,
and I shouldn't be able to do that.
Okay.
And that distracts me.
I understand.
Let me refresh this here. I'll be right back.
All right.
Testing. All right, it's better now. Okay. So I apologize about that. I can hear myself speaking. That distracts me. It was coming through my headphones. My voice was coming through my headphones. So I have a problem with I don't have a problem with men doing the pursuing, taking initiative, doing what they need to do. The problem that I'm addressing is that the women are not doing their part. This woman said, I want guys to chase me to be whatever. Now I'm not agreeing that men ought to be wanting to be chased, but I think that they want to be shown reciprocity, as you mentioned, and I think that that's okay, and I think that that's right. Another thing that's going to happen that I think is going to occur, and we'll get into this with other videos, is that men are doing this chasing and it's not being, number one, reciprocated, or they're bragging and boasting about having rosters. I am not going to date someone, take them on a date, drive, and she said in the video there about driving 50 minutes to come see me. Well, I have no problem with doing that, but if I drive to see you on Saturday, 50 minutes to come see you, we spend a day together, how do I know that Sunday somebody else isn't driving 50 minutes to come see you? And that is an issue. And the ladies are bragging about this. Have a roster, date more than one guy. This is not something that would be acceptable to a brother who's on his game. And then lastly, I want to play this video here is about, who and what are you chasing? When you chase and pursue, I think that there can be a negativity to that because it puts them in the driver's seat. As you mentioned, there is this idea about, okay, I'm going to lead, but I want to make sure that you're going to follow. If I'm going to do X, then you need to do Y. And if I'm not getting that, then I'm not going to chase. Let me put this video up on the screen here so we can get an understanding of this. This comes from the movie I Think I Love My Wife with Chris Rock, and we'll play this here. And he's getting in trouble because he's chasing women. Chris Rock is getting in trouble because he's chasing women.
He did that in real life too.
Money chasing. But you'll never lose women chasing money. You can lose a lot of money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money.
So I think that was very apropos. If you're always chasing women, you'll lose a lot of money. You'll be taking them on dates, buying up things, doing trips, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's doing it again with my voice here. But go ahead.
Yeah, the point is that people who are watching Faith and Justice podcast, you just saw a miracle. Mr. Dr. L agreed with me. I agree with reciprocity. What a man gives is what comes out. I teach men in my private practice is that if a man gives a woman a a seed, not many days hence, she's going to give him a child, uh, because it's based on what he gives. So even biologically, there is no child that comes into this world without a seed from the man. Period. So if that works biologically, how come we're not doing the same thing mentally, emotionally? Guys, this is not, ladies, this is not hard at all. Without a seed, there is no life. There's nothing more for me powerful than bringing forth life. No one can doubt that. So if that works biologically, why don't you take that same mentality mentally and emotionally and spiritually? What a man gives into his wife is what give back. That's why most men cannot deal when the wife cheats after he cheats 25,000 times, because many men cannot eat what they cook. And that's a big issue in our society today, is that a lot of men don't want to eat what they're cooking. And yet when the wife eats or, prepares the meal that they show them to prepare of cheating, oh, the man just goes bonkers. I can't believe she cheated on me. Bro, how many times did you cheat on her? Oh, so you can't eat what you gave her? Wow.
But you're making some assumptions. Hold on,
sir,
hold on.
the majority.
I gotta pause this here. Every time I put a video up, it starts playing in my ear. Go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you.
So the problem is that what we have to understand, what the man puts in is what comes out. Now, yes, I'm gonna make an assumption, and statistics says that usually it's the man that cheats first, not the woman.
What
That's
statistic says that? Show me that statistic,
sir.
Show me which one that is.
Show me, sir,
which one the man cheats first.
All right, sir. All right. So you going there? Let's go there. So, sir, used to be a police force, right?
I was.
And without giving names, sir, how many people in the police force were having an affair that you knew of who were male? Thank you.
That doesn't prove anything. You said that they might be cheating. Their woman might be cheating. You're saying that they're cheating first. That was not a gotcha.
Let me finish. Thank you very much. There were women on the police force too as well. Yes. How many of them were cheating in comparison to the men?
A lot.
All right.
I just did a video on my other platform, Dr. L's Breakdown, about women in policing. And one of the issues that people have with women in policing is because there's a few reasons, usually 2 or 3, that women join the police department. Number one is to have access to all these different men to have sex with them. That's number one. People don't like to admit this, but this is true. Second one is because they are members of the rainbow community. And the third would be maybe they don't have anything else better to do, and so therefore they become police officers. Those are the 3 main reasons. This is not. You'll never read this in literature. This is locker room talk. You weren't there. You weren't there. and I go, and if you watch my video, then you'll know. Go ahead.
But what I am saying though, my focus is this: when the man does right, there's a high percentage. See, you can shake it all you want.
But you're not giving me. You said that the man cheats first.
Hold on. There's a high percentage. What woman in her right mind? I got a man that's faithful. I got a man that's coming home to me.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I want to have this show.
Let me finish. I got a man that's faithful, coming home to me. His phallus belongs to me. What woman in her right mind gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna mess this up. That is not the percentage of women out there. That is not the percentage of women out there that the man is doing right by me, so now I'm just gonna do wrong by him out of nowhere. Absolutely not. You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me there's a wife out there. My man is doing right by me. He's bringing home the food. I'm working. He's working. We're building this nest egg. She's treating my children right. I'm treating our children right. So you know what? Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna go and have an affair with another man. Really? No, sir. No, sir.
You are not.
No, sir.
You are not in tune with the modern day woman.
No,
With
sir.
they have
No,
work
sir.
husbands. They have
Go
work
ahead.
husbands. They have work husbands. They will brag about marrying. They will brag about having been. There's a concept of alpha widow. Alpha widow means that you were out there doing what you had to do. You were getting broke down, and guys were just coming left and right, just having a good time with you. And then next thing you know, that they end up marrying the quote unquote good guy, the stable guy, right? Who may be a little bit nerdy. But he's stable. He's not the bike riding, leather jacket wearing, pants sagging or whatever else. He's not that thug type dude. Until they marry the nice stable guy, but they also pine away for the other guy. These are all concepts that they're being discussed, and that women are saying themselves. Women are saying this themselves. Now, it's difficult to get these statistics, and that's why I would never make the pronouncement that men cheat first. Statistically, men would cheat first. How would you even prove that? I'm saying that men cheat, women cheat. And so we have to take a look at the modern day woman. This is what I wanted to look at, the modern day woman, as to what is going on here and why brothers don't want to chase.
All right.
And you continue to say it's the man's fault, and about husbands and wives. I'm talking about before you get to the husband wife stage, this is what they're running into. This is what they're running. This is the type of woman that they're running into before this stage hits.
Okay. Would you agree the man's the leader? Yes or no?
Man, why do you keep going to that?
Just answer my question, Dr. L. Dr. L.
I don't know why you keep going to that. That is irrelevant. Being a leader,
my question.
Being a leader is irrelevant to whether someone is a follower.
Dr. L, people are seeing you not answer my question. I answer your question all the time. Sir, is a man the leader? Yes or no?
Do modern women look at them as the leader?
I asked about modern. I'm talking about. I'm asking a question. Okay, you know what?
In my perception, I'm going to answer. Let me answer. In my perception, in my worldview, the man should be the leader within the home. That is my perception.
All right, think about. All right. So here's what I'm trying to say to men: you do what is right. Okay, you cannot. All right. So I'm going to do what is right. Yes, the church that I pastor, not that big, but I'm gonna do what is right. I'm not stealing the money. I'm not sleeping with the women. I'm doing what is right. I just believe if I do what is right, if I am a man of integrity and character, I believe that God will bless. Based on what you're saying, Dr. L, sir, you can do everything right. The woman's still gonna cheat on you. So guess what, sir? There's no need for you to have character and integrity. I'm saying if I'm the leader of my home, it doesn't matter what she does. I'm going to be a man of integrity and character. And if I find out that my wife is not following what I'm putting down, then I got a divorce, period. But I'm not going to become the negative. Okay, that's the whole premise of good and evil, is that when people do me evil, do I do evil back? Absolutely. I'm going to have character. Faith is when Christ was on the cross, as you remember, Dr. L, because you have a ministerial license. He says, Father, here we go. Come on.
Bro, you keep bringing it up.
He said, Father, forgive them, for they know what they do. At the same time, Christ had, boy, my wife's walking by me right now. She's so fine. Lord have mercy. Big old buck girl, bless her. At the same time, the Bible says he had over 10 legions of angels available to him. He did not call them. He took the sacrifice, and he died for our sins. So all I'm telling men right now, sir, I know you hear Dr. L and what he's saying, what he's putting down. I'm saying if you're the leader, now I'm putting in front of us. If you're the leader. People, of y'all who've been following me, notice I've never put up any of my diplomas or my PhDs or master's degrees. All right, please let me know that. Okay, all I'm saying, the leader has to be a man of character and integrity. No matter what she does, I'm going to do what is right, because right is still right.
That's not my argument. That's not my argument. My argument is that these ladies today are on something different.
See, here
And we
you go
talk about
talking about ladies, not talking about men.
I
Men keep
talked
your
about men.
character. Men,
I talked about
men
men.
keep your character and your integrity. No matter
I
what they do.
maintain
That's why
that
so
full
many men are
stop.
not in the homes right now. Why? Oh, guess what she did? All right. So because she did that, not only am I going to divorce her, I'm going to divorce our kids. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a man of character.
I never said. You're saying things that I didn't say, and you're making connections that I didn't make. I'm not saying that it's okay to be out of character. I'm not saying it's okay not to be a leader. I'm not saying it's okay to not to walk with a certain level of integrity.
A
I
certain
definitely
level, a certain
full
level, a certain level. It should be a full level. Just saying. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, I'm
full
sorry.
stop.
I'm sorry.
Full
Good
stop.
night,
Men
Memphis.
ought to full stop. Men ought to act with integrity, character, morality, and be leaders. I have no issues in saying I've said that numerous times. My whole podcast, Dr. L's podcast, is all about that. It's all about you as men. Stop point. My whole stick is, and I get smoke for this. When I say men stop looking at the women and make sure that you are on point. I
Perfect.
said it here, I said
Perfect.
it here, and I'll
Perfect.
say it there.
Perfect.
However, right. So that's full stop. But the next point is, if I'm doing the correct thing and I walk out into the world and I don't see a woman with morality and character, don't get on the men and ask them to marry women,
I agree.
to be with women
I
who are
agree.
not going to follow their lead
I
or
agree.
don't have an appreciation for integrity and
I agree.
character.
I
And so
agree.
therefore sometimes the issue is with women. The issue is with women because they are not walking in integrity and character and the same type of trainings and teachings that their aunties and grandmothers had, they don't have. One of the biggest complaints is that the men are running in today's time, and I've run into them. These are my not only anecdotal stories about other people, but my own stories is run into a woman who says, I don't know how to cook and clean, and I don't want to learn how to cook and clean. You're going to take me out to eat. I'm not going to the Cheesecake Factory. I've run into women who said, listen, I don't go to chain restaurants. So this is what we're running. This is what I want to address. What men who are integral, who are moral, who are in the lives of their children, when they run into these types of women, how is it that they should respond? And should there be a response to the women to say, if you want to be married, women, here's what men are looking for?
Dr. L, we are on the same page. I agree. If a man is doing what is right, and a woman says, you know what, you give me 100%, but I'm only gonna give you 20%. No, you should not marry that woman. You should not date that woman. Absolutely. Because again, I'm looking for a woman that has the same mindset that I have. All right. The same mindset that I have. All right. In my first marriage, that was not the focus. My focus was how she looked. Now that I'm older, in my second marriage is about how she treats me. And oh my God, my woman treat me good. You know why you know why she treat me good? Because I treat her good. So men, Dr. L, I'm with you. You came to the light. If a woman is not treating you right, no, don't stay there. I did that for a very long time. Never will do that again. So you are right. If you're doing what's right and the woman's not doing what's right, don't waste your time with her. Keep it moving. I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Very good.
But my thing is that I'm trying to get men to understand, sir, you are the standard, have the character. For too long, the black woman, especially in the black culture, has been, holding things up while men are not in the home, while men are not doing right. I remember the last guest talked about how the Johnson report was while the government was trying to take the man outside the home. I mean, that is still in 2026. So that's why I am geared toward the men of stepping up and being the man you need to be, because the woman is tired. The woman is tired of being the male and the female because the man's outside the house. So all I'm saying to men, sir, be a man of character, be a man of integrity. And if you are dating a woman that does not match that, if you give 100 and she gives 10%, Absolutely. Don't stay with her. I'm with you.
You spoke about standards. Let's play this video here about this brother talking about standard, and he gets crucified in the uh in the comment section here. So here we go.
Ask a little girl. Tell me some things about a girl. Anything she answer. If she says smart. You say that's right. Smart. And if you say I'm strong. That's right. Girls are strong, aren't they? You know, like if you ask a little boy, tell me what's good about being a boy. Anything he says is a hate crime. If he says I'm strong. Girls are strong too. What do you mean? Girls aren't strong? Why would you say that? That's not a boy trait. Like girls are just as strong as. Well, I'm smart. Are you saying girls aren't smart? Like we don't. When girls say this. If you say to a girl, what's good about being a girl? Anything she says, like if a girl says, I'm smart, you go, well, boys are smart too. That's not what we say. Now, again, this is a natural reaction to the fact that for many, many years, women were absolutely held back in Western culture. 100%. Like 100%. They still are. Like we still have like the American Taliban happening around here. Like you don't believe me? Go to some of the Hasidic communities right now. Like where women don't have driver's licenses and they're not allowed to. You know, like, and then tell me how progressive we're doing. You know, like they spend a little less time worrying about if Sabrina Carpenter is properly liberated and spend a little more time looking at what's going on at KRCOL Orange County. Like that's what's going on in the world, and that's where we would be focusing our energy if we were really concerned about the plight of women. You know, but fundamentally, what we're really looking at here is just that we've convinced men that almost anything they do, they're doing it wrong. And that's really, really unfair, and they don't know what to do.
And what are the consequences of that?
Men are angry. Ask a little girl.
Oh, okay. It didn't do the echo. It was doing the echo thing before, but we're good now. So I'd like to get your thought about that. This brother is saying, who was a divorce attorney, is saying that there's a double standard. You tell a little boy this, that, and the other, and he's somehow beaten down emotionally, psychologically, where the woman is uplifted. Do you think that any of that is occurring?
Yeah, I mean, there is a pendulum swing, and the problem is that when those who were oppressed have power, now they want to do to others what they had done to them. So I mean, it's very careful. How about let's uplift everybody? Let's encourage everybody. But yes, that does happen. But it's kind of like the same thing when the Black Panthers, right? When the Black Panther came into existence in the 60s, it was like, all about Black power, which I believe in Black excellence. But the hatred that the white man had for us, now let me have hatred for the white man. Hatred is wrong. Whether a white man does it or a black man does it, hatred is wrong. So what's happening now with the gender war is that, why are we warring in the first place? Why is black and white warring in the first place? People, news flash for you. There's only one earth. News flash. Okay? There's only one earth. Okay? Only one God. We destroy each other. We destroy the earth. We have nothing. So this war, which is to me is a spiritual war, if I can keep people constantly fighting, all right, let's go spiritual real quick. That's what Satan did. Satan created a war in heaven. Well, guess what? When he was kicked out, he continues the war now between God and man, and also goes between man and man. War has always been there, but now we got to understand, what? How can we have a point of unity? I can disagree with you without killing you. I can disagree with you without cursing you out. And this is where we have to come to the grips is that, what? I can have a difference of opinion without destroying you. That's what I teach in my marriage counseling. All right, the wife feels this way. The husband feels this way. How can we do the 3 C's? All right, in my counseling, there's 3 C's. Connection, communication, compromise, in that order. If I'm not connected, I cannot communicate. And if I'm not connected to communicate, I cannot compromise. And what's lost today in 2026, people don't know how to compromise anymore. It's my way or the highway. If you don't agree with me, I'm taking my ball home. Compromise. That's all it is. When you're driving a car, you know what you're doing? You're compromising. People who don't compromise, Mr. Officer, you know what happens? Road rage. So as we drive, we have to compromise. Let's do the same thing in our homes. Let's do the same thing in our society. Learn how to compromise. That's it.
There's a couple more videos. I don't want to comment on that one here.
All right, people. Dr. L say he don't comment. I mean, he don't agree with me, but I still love him.
It's compromise, brother. I want to move on to the next thing. All right, let me put this on the screen here, man. So, next one here.
Oh, that's your favorite one right there.
You feel like broke guys should date? If you're broke, hell yeah. How would you date as a broke man?
You gotta be creative.
How for all the broke men who are listening, because they need to be creative. So how would you broke guys date?
I think this.
I think how you gonna take on a restaurant if you're broke?
Depends on the broke guy. If it's a broke guy that's still trying to figure things out in life, he got a plan, he's still busting his ass trying to get out there, he should date. If you're just a lazy motherfucker, just sit back and broke, you play video games, you ain't got nothing going on, no, you should.
But how do you date somebody if you don't have money to take somebody out?
I mean, you gotta get creative. You gotta get creative, right? This park. Walk around the park.
That's not a date.
That's a date.
Who's doing that? Let's go walk around. No, somebody needs to eat. I want to drink.
Okay, let me cook for you then. Okay,
how's he gonna buy groceries?
Okay, listen, he's broke, but he still should have some money. Like at least $10, $12.
What kind of meal are you gonna make with $12?
Listen, you get creative. Man, you gotta go food for less and have some good food or something. You go through like all these
food for less and good food. That's kind of like a.
Listen, you gotta be creative when you broke. When I ain't had no money, I got creative. I would go to small stores, small grocery stores, and I could cook. So my shit gonna be amazing.
You feel like broke guys should date?
It's echoing on my side. Is it echoing on your side? Okay, very good. And it's not echoing after I was playing those. So I'd like to get your opinion. Well, let me just give mine first. I think that there are women like this who just want to go out and just want to have a good time on your dime. And, she said, I want to go for a walk. I don't want to, which really is the best way to get to know someone. She wants to eat and she wants to drink. So she just wants, as somebody put in the comment section, she wants to sponsor. So those are my thoughts. I think that, again, you ought to just stay away from women like this. And just, if you can't enjoy me and where I'm at and just the presence of my company, then just keep it pushing. And I think that men got to stand up and say enough of this kind of stuff. But go ahead.
So when I met my wife, I was living in the church. Met my wife, I was working, but I was living in the church. To some women, that's broke. And to some women, that is broke. My wife saw my integrity. She saw my efforts. And she took a chance with me, and by God's grace, God is blessing us. So a lot of times, women, if you're dating someone that may not be in that financial status that you desire, then you got to say, because in actuality, listen to me, people, it's not the financial status, it's the character, it's the integrity. If for example, I tell men and women, when you're dating someone, put $5 bill somewhere. Do put a $5 bill or a dollar bill somewhere. Okay. If you go to the bathroom and you come back and it's gone, you're gone. Because I can't trust you. So so yes, is it good for a man to have money? Absolutely. Is it bad for a woman to only date a man for money? Absolutely. But what I'm trying to get people to understand is that what is the character? What is the integrity of that person? Social media today have said it's not about character integrity. It's all how you look. No. One of my mantras is that she can look like a dime and treat you like a penny. There are some women who get so much cosmetic surgery when the husband wants to hug, oh, you can't touch me because you're going to mess up my surgery. You mess up my hair. You mess up. To me, that's not what you want in a relationship. All right. So yes, a woman should have a man that has something going on. But if he doesn't have it going on, but you see his effort and what he's doing and his drive, there's a good possibility that that may be the man for you because it's not. And let me add, if a man is always borrowing money, absolutely not, absolutely not. And if the woman, it's for Dr. L, if the woman's always borrowing money, that's a problem too as well. All right, so I say that for Dr. L. All right, so Dr. L can hear that.
I want to push on here. Hold on, I got to pause this here because now I get this echoes back. Last video I want to show here. Yeah, I should probably. Otherwise, it comes through the microphone here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I might need to restart my computer. It's telling me there's an update to do on my. It's always some update to do. This is the last one about men and women. This is a woman trying to convince men. What are you doing? This is a woman trying to convince men.
I was cleaning my screen, sir. I was cleaning my screen. This is what you're supposed to do in life. You're supposed to clean things up so you can see things better. That's what people don't do in dating. If I see something I don't like, let me tell you I don't like and take it from there.
This is a woman who is trying to convince a man that he needs why she should get married, or why men should get married, and she's finally going to say, you know what, you're right. There's no reason for men to get married.
I think you're so forgetting that the fact that it's loving and
love a girlfriend. Not
it's kind of choppy.
Habits and holding I could look at you and say I commit to you, but there's no legitimate backbone to it.
You know
when
what?
you're married, though,
Let's sign a piece of paper. We signed a piece of paper. Okay, we are married.
Sounds like
And then the very next day, I can get another piece of paper from the courthouse and be like, this shit, I'm out.
It's not just a paper; it's a commitment you make.
If we have kids, that's our commitment. Divorces happen all the time. Like divorce is not rare. So it's like this idea that marriage prevents or marriage protects the commitment. Not really. What is Brian getting that he couldn't otherwise get?
Here's my answer is that there is nothing unless there's a religious. I changed my answer because I can acknowledge when I'm wrong. There really is no answer. You're right. I think you're so against marriage, but you're.
The echo is back here. I'm gonna have to restart my computer here. So hold on. All right, I got to restart my computer here. But so what are your thoughts about that? This lady eventually came around and said there's nothing, and this is the modern. Go ahead.
Well, the Bible says in Hebrews 13, Jesus Christ is saying yesterday, today, and forevermore. We are mortal. God is immortal. The word of God still stands. The Bible says heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. God speaks marriage. God speaks commitment. So guess what? If God speaks it, I'm speaking it with him. Marriage is honorable. Hebrews 13. Marriage is honorable and the bed is undefiled. Now, if I look at modern society and then take my note from our society, I'm changing every single day because modern society changes every single day. Every single day, so I'd rather stick with something that's consistent. God is consistent. I'm going to pass away one day. You're going to pass away one day. God will never pass away. So I'd rather speak to his words that are consistent, that are in place, and follow what he says versus what modern says. Because modern man changes every time. Matter of fact, listen to this. How about this? If modern man was so great, how come there's still no peace in the world? If modern man was so great, why are people still committing murder and suicide? Why? Because modern man said, well, I got the answer. No, the answer is in the word of God. The answer is in following the principles that God's given us. Every person, every car has a manual. Why? To tell you how the car runs. Without the manual, you will not use the car properly. Correct? Correct. Well, to me, in my humble opinion, the manual of life is the word of God. You follow that manual, guarantee you, for the most of your life, you will be successful. maybe not successful in man's ways, but since we all got to meet God one day on Judgment Day, the key is not what you bring to the table, is did you do God's will? That's the bottom line.
I can appreciate your answer. What do you think that have you run into in your counseling sessions people who are trying to do the modern way and then running into issues? And
Oh
are
yeah.
you okay? Well, let answer that first, and then I'll have a second follow-up.
Yes. So the new thing is open marriages, right? People want to do them open marriages, but from what I see, it doesn't work because somebody doesn't follow the rules. Someone doesn't follow the rules of, okay, so when open marriages work, we both got to agree to the person. Then after we do the open marriage, we're done, and I can't see that person unless I let you know. After a while, that breaks down. All of a sudden, that person had a three-way with. Now I'm talking to her, I'm talking to him, and my spouse don't know. So the modern way,
This is Christian counseling that people are doing this,
sir. I'm a Christian counselor. The people who come, but people who come to me are not Christian.
Okay.
All right. So I do male and female. That's where my studies at. I do male and female, and they come with all type of issues, and I deal with it accordingly.
Okay. So some people are trying to do it the modern way as far as being in the marriage, but pre-marriage, again, I want to ask deliberately, are you running into people who don't want to get married for various reasons, for the state, for the issues of being trapped? I'm not getting anything out of it. What am I going to get if I get married versus what if I don't? And again, this is something I wanted to ask Delano Squires about if I ever get the chance to ask him, is how you handle this modern day. We don't want to get married. We don't want this piece of paper. We don't want to be entwined with the state. How do you deal with that?
Well, most people who come to me want to get married or are married already. So I don't have people who come to me and say, hey, you know what? I don't want to get married, so I don't know why I'm here. I will say, as an addendum, most marriages fail because they don't do premarital counseling. That's why most marriages fail, because they don't do the vetting before. The problem with marriage today is that people have babies first, people buy homes first, and then they get married down the road. No, it's opposite. Let's get to know each other. Can I love you in the good times, bad times? I tell couples all the time, you got to date someone in all four seasons. I got to see you in all four seasons. When you're up, when you're down, when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're angry. Because if I don't see you in all four seasons, when that season negativity comes, you're gonna know how to deal with me, and I'm not gonna know how to deal with you. That's why most people, hear me. When you buy a piece of property, you don't buy it real quick. You investigate. You do the appraisal. You check all the, how long the house has been around, and you check it before you buy the house. And the problem with most couples, they don't do the vetting. Okay, and also it don't start with, well, you and me. Okay, let me look at your mama and your daddy. How they get along? Because whatever they did, there's a good possibility you're gonna do that in your relationship. That's what I did in my first marriage, right? That's why I had to heal. And my wife, my current wife, said it to me. She said something to me that broke my heart, but she was spot on. She said, "Until you heal, I cannot marry you." I didn't like what she said, but she was spot on. Many people marry to heal. Absolutely not. You got to heal first before you get married.
How long did it take for you to heal?
About a good year and a half, 2. It took a while, man. Why? Because it wasn't just my healing from the marriage. It was also my healing from what my father and mother did to me that I never really recognized. And many of us are so into our childhood that we don't recognize the trauma of our childhood. And if we'll be honest, I'm only duplicating what I saw in my childhood. If you will sit down, have a mirror to yourself and say, you know what? When I did that negative thing, I gotta be honest, that's my mom. When I did that negative thing, that's my dad. And then for those who don't know their mom and dad, that's even another layer that you're dealing with. So a lot of people haven't healed from their I did not heal from my trauma. And until you heal from a trauma, you're not ready for a relationship. That's just the bottom. Why? Because you're gonna infect the other people, and that's why most relationships are messed up. Most marriages don't work because people don't deal with their trauma. Because number one, they don't even recognize they have trauma. So until you recognize the trauma, there is no healing until you first recognize the hurt. I said that again. There is no healing until you first recognize the hurt.
What
You
did
don't
you do to
recognize the
heal?
hurt, there's no healing. I'm sorry. Go
How
ahead.
did you go about? No, I'm sorry to cut you off. How did you what did you do to heal? Was it counseling, therapy, crying in your corner at night? What did you do?
Definitely counseling, therapy, and definitely stop being impressed with your titles, Mr. Brantley. Stop being impressed with who knows you, Mr. Brantley, and just call yourself Tim Brantley. Because a lot of times the devil will get you so caught up in, well, look who you are and look how pop. You know what? Bump that. Because the bottom line is, Superman still has to take his suit off every single night. And so many men and women are so caught up in their superficial. And I tell people all the time, the longer you wear your mask, the more you are prone to suffocate in the mask. Because the mask is covering. And so many people are, one of my favorite movies is Alien. I love aliens. I don't know why. I like sci-fi. And anyone knows anything about aliens, the first thing that thing does to you, it wraps its whole body around your face and puts something down your throat as they infect you with the alien. And that's really what life is all about. People have been infected because of life, childhood abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, and they've never dealt with it. And they don't understand, I'm becoming just like my father. I'm becoming just like my mother. Why? Because you've never dealt with the trauma. And that's the biggest issue today in marriages is, have I dealt with the trauma, and am I man and woman enough to say, you know what? I need to heal from that. Because if I don't, watch this, if I don't heal from it, I will perpetuate it every single time.
Very good, man. Very good. I want to wrap this up, man. I think we agreed a little bit more than I wanted to, but
the Lord bless you, sir. The Lord shined upon you, sir.
I wanted to. Did you see the Odyssey yet? Did you see that? The Odyssey?
I saw the Odyssey, and my conclusion is everything did not get right until the father came home. Ooh, until the husband came home. Ooh, that's powerful. And he was determined to get home. Ooh, I wish men would really see what that movie really meant. That man was away from his wife. He was away from his son. And I wish men would say, you know what? No matter what, even if it kills me, I'm taking my butt back home. Oh, excellent movie.
I agree.
Did you see it yet?
I did. I saw it twice. I enjoyed it.
You saw it twice?
I did.
Well, because you saw it twice, I'm going to have to look at it twice again, sir. Thank you very much.
You don't got to keep up with me, man. I'm just saying I wanted to do a thorough review. I agree that I don't think I attacked it from, and that's a good point. The men, I just talked about being men being having leadership, perseverance, stick to itness, being a man of integrity, even when you fail, and the trials of life happen. Right, this is the trials. You're the Cyclops, the Scylla. The whirlpool, all these things,
yes. Mm-hmm.
Right? The sirens, right? Who are you going to listen to, and all, right? So there's obviously all that, which was made the Odyssey what it was for all these centuries. So I definitely see that, and I appreciated that. I also, wanted to see what the hubbub was about. Lupita Nyong'o playing the Helen of Troy, which it wasn't even a big role. It was just a lot of doing all nothing, and that's a whole nother racial construct to it. So
yeah, they showed her killing her husband in the whole bit. So
yeah,
Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, good thing she wasn't out there cheating. Oh, wait, she did have a lover. Oh man. And that was a twin sister. That wasn't Helen. That was a twin sister who had it. Right? Yeah, that was. Wait, no, hold on.
It was her that launched the ships to Troy.
That was that was the twin sister, and she had some long Greek name. It
Yeah.
began with an M.
Yeah.
That killed her husband Agamemnon.
Yeah.
Helen of Troy was the dude who played the Punisher. He shaved his head. That was his wife. That she played Helen of Troy. Anyway, so Lupita played two roles, obviously as twins. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. It was good. Final words, brother. We had a good show, man. Anything else you got to say, man? Where people
Sir,
find you at?
I'm honored. How many subscriptions we have right now? How many subscribers do we have right now?
I haven't looked, man. It was still in the 50. It was 58, 59. Let me look right now, man. So,
all right. And how many do we need to start making money?
we need like 1,000, man. We need 1,000.
All right. So. People, let's make this show happen. You got two dark-skinned men, gray beards, who have real degrees, one in justice, one in faith, and we're telling like it is, and we're showing you guys how you have two men who can have their own disagreements and still get along and do things great. So thank you very much for having me, sir. So please subscribe to us, and you get a little comedy, you get a little seriousness, all at the same time as well.
Let me try this. I'm trying to Faith and Justice podcast. Let me see how many subs we have. Y'all hit. There's a lot of people who've been watching this stuff, but y'all gotta hit the like button. We still got 58, man. So we gotta.
All right.
We're growing slowly, man.
Hit the like
button. Last episode, we had over 300 people.
Wow.
And two before that, we had almost 400. So we're getting some views. Y'all just gotta hit the subscribe button, hit the sub button, hit the sub button, and if there is anything that you'd like for us to talk about,
any subject matters you want us to address, please send them our way, and we'll keep it real and talk about it.
I'm looking for the email here so I can do that. Here it is. So hit the like button. And hit us in the email, and we'll certainly get back to you guys and respond and do a show about it and stuff like that. So,
yes, sir.
All right, y'all. So thanks for checking us out. But we only got 27 videos. We gotta keep going for a little bit here. So yeah. So all right.
And I'm doing this free. I'm doing this free, people. So please help us out. All right. I'm doing this free. This man taking a whole hour from me. I'm doing this free.
I should be paying like $1.50 an hour, right, or something like that. Listen, people keep telling me I'm undercharging, and I'm gonna start overcharging because I got a lot of experience behind me, and I undercharge.
Sir, we both have experience about us, and we're just trusting God for the right time and the right place for God opening doors. Amen.
Well, yeah, if you say so.
And I'm praying in advance for your nuptials with the woman that you are so much in love with and can't get enough of. And just make sure I'm invited to the wedding, sir. That's all. Because you and Cheyenne will turn the world upside down, sir.
She's already turned the world upside down. She don't need me for
that. You and Cheyenne will turn the world upside down, sir.
She don't need me for that, man. She don't need me for that, man. So she don't need me for that. She's all good. She got it all by herself. She got it all by herself.
Just trying to help you find that love, sir.
And here's another problem with the modern day woman. They're looking at women like Cheyenne Bryant and saying, I want to be like that. And therefore they're about their degrees, or about about which camera I'm looking in, which social media is following me, how much makeup I can put on. The only thing that really, really is good, at least, is she's in shape. I want to play another video, but we don't have time for it. But all these women are out of shape. This is what modern day men are running into. Not only wigs and weaves and attitudes, but they're also out of shape, So this is what we're running into.
And I tell men, it's hard to tell your girl to work on her gut when you got a gut too as well.
Well, what about the guy again? What about the guy who don't have a gut? You keep going to that. Every time I bring up something, it's like, what about the men?
If the guy doesn't have, If a guy doesn't have a gut, then he
I'm
has
talking
a
about the
right.
guys who don't have a gut. Stick with them. The guys who don't have a gut.
If a guy doesn't have a gut, then he has a right to find a woman that don't have a gut either.
Very
I
good.
mean, a woman that don't have a gut either.
What about the guys who
Harm
don't
with
wear
that.
makeup? What
I'm
about the
sorry.
guys who don't wear? What about the guys who don't wear makeup? Should they be able to find a woman who don't wear makeup? Is that possible?
Well, since you brought that up, one of the powerful things that made me marry Portia, she is El Natural. She has her own hair. You see my wife has her own hair. She wears minimal makeup, mostly lipstick, but she's natural. And I love my natural wife. Why? Because in the morning, I don't have to hire a private eye to find my wife in the morning. Because so many men, when they look at their wives in the morning, they don't look that way throughout the day. And that's my own personal thing, is that so many men, they get up, they don't even recognize their wife until they come out the bathroom. To me, that's an issue. I see my wife get dressed, and there are times I will admit she is late for work because I love to taste and see that the Lord is good. Yeah. Praise the Lord.
You got time? Last question. I got one last question here.
One more question. Go ahead, sir. Then I got to get out of here.
Brothers over 50. What is your advice to them as far as dating?
Oh, wow. Good. Brothers over 50. All right. So, brothers, just make sure you got your stuff together mentally first. Okay. Make sure you have dealt with your trauma first. All right. Because you can't offer a woman nothing if you're not nothing yourself. Okay. Once you get yourself together, not perfect, because no one's perfect, but once you get yourself together and know your triggers, now's the time for you to date. But please vet. Don't date a woman with a bag over her head, of course, but they.
God, dog. Wow.
But again, it's not how she look, it's how she treats you. My wife treats me wonderful, and that's one of the major reasons why I married her, because she treats me so good. Amen.
Don't be boring as hell. Don't have a kid that's 2 years old.
Oh, see, this not. I should put your wife on, and she got all the. Come on, you don't even know what you're talking about, man.
All right, my wife is eating, but she'll come over real quick. All right, people, my wife is eating, so she's gonna talk real quick. There you go, sweetheart. Okay, this is my wife.
Push over there, Tim. What's up?
What's up, man?
It's good to see you. You had some interesting things to say, so thank you so much.
Yeah,
get Tim out of here. Let's get some real knowledge here.
Men over 50, I would say, don't have young kids. Like women who are trying to do something, don't try to date another woman if you have like a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old. And just like my husband said, vet the women, but vet yourself first. Like, I know so many women that they say, wow, this guy seems amazing, but then he told me he has a 2 or 3-year-old kid. Like, most people that are 50, my age, we're not trying to deal with, unless it's your grandchild, we're not really trying to deal with a younger child in that age phase. Also, don't be boring as hell. Sometimes men in their 50s of all cultures, this is a real thing. These are things that my girlfriend.
Extra.
Get off the microphone. You had enough time to talk.
These are things that some of my girlfriends run into. These guys are boring as hell. They don't want to take a train. They don't want to take a plane. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to go to the beach. A lot of girls now are very natural. They want to go on the beach. They want to have fun. They want to travel. These guys are stuck in their backyards drinking beer and smoking cigars, which is nothing wrong with it if that's making you happy. But if you want to get out there, you have to get out there. Girls today and women my age, they've worked hard, they've worked long, they've traveled with their girlfriends. They're sick of it. They want to have a boo thing or a male friend, someone that they can do things with, because I could say in my age, getting older and even meeting him now, which is why I cherish him so much. I've done all the traveling by myself. I've done all the traveling with my kid. I've done all the traveling with my girlfriends, which that gets to get old over time. You appreciate your girlfriends, but sometimes you want a male figure to just be with and travel with and just have a good time. And a lot of guys were not willing to do that. number, I don't know what number that is, but also for, I would say, I can't say for any other group of women, but as for Black women who have a little something going on, I find that men are not confident. Black men are not confident, not to make this into color. But Black men, I know for me, because I like to date me. I like to date what I am. Black men rarely step to me. Maybe I was not approachable, but Black men rarely step to me in my 30s, 40s, and well, 50s. Now that they know I'm married, something graceful about that. You get all kinds of men stepping to you. I don't know what that is, but you know, just be confident, work on yourselves, build your confidence, have a conversation. Like, a lot of men don't have a conversation.
True that.
A lot of men have nothing to say. They still back in their, 11th and 12th grade years when they play basketball and football. Like, what else did you do in that time? Like, build up your conversation.
That's interesting. No. Listen, that was powerful, because I just did a video about on my other channel, Dr. L's. Don't put Tim back on here. I just did a video on my other channel, Dr. L's podcast, where I talked about our men intimidated by successful women. And I got a lot of pushback about that from guys saying, "No, it's it's attitude." But you have just given a great example as of what I've been talking about, because I said the same thing to my daughter. My daughter's got something going on. She works. She's got her own apartment, car. She's in her 20s, about to go to school. She's got her associates, trying to get working on her bachelor's. So I'm like, if you don't have that going on, why would I tell my daughter to date someone like that? And so guys are not getting that. And if they're in their 40s and 50s and still trapped in this old mindset of, I don't have to bring anything to the table, or I'm intimidated, or whatever, I think that's troubling. So I really, really appreciate you saying that, because it gives a lot of credence to what I was saying. And the guys need to hear it. Guys need to hear it,
Sure. I mean, this guy lucked up on me. He almost missed out on me. Missed out on me.
Well, he almost blew it, huh? He almost blew
it. You know why?
Why? Why?
He was looking for a church girl, and I was not that.
Ooh.
So he really had to humble himself, because he's missed out on the blessing of his life. That's all I'm gonna say.
Say that. Talk that talk.
So just open your minds, broaden your horizons, and
you definitely did that.
And stick with
doing comedy now. I'm doing so many things.
Yeah, you're doing so much. Look at this guy's hair. Bring over. I don't want to pull you. Look at this guy's hair. Look at you know him as a baldy, right? Look at him. He's totally changed his ways and his he's just an amazing person. I mean, he was already an amazing person when I met him. Genuine, very truthful, honest. And you know what I loved about him? He didn't mind traveling. He liked to date. We go on dates every week.
Every week.
Even if we're just sitting, even if we're having movie night,
in-house
date night, but we have a date night every week. If he can't do it on a Friday, he'll find a Saturday or Sunday.
Correct.
We have date nights. Just recently, he skipped out on church. We had a beach day, and it was wonderful.
I did.
I was about to ask you what consists of date nights. You give these guys out here, and sometimes it's just going to the beach, like you said, right?
Yeah, we had a day at the beach. We did a number of things.
Sunday.
We had a day at the beach. Well, first of all, we slept in late. Had a good time that morning.
Oh no, did the love.
We had a good time that morning because
being
so extra. We take up on the opportunities to have fun. What are you gonna do with him?
I ain't doing nothing with him. Apparently you're doing enough. So
we take up on the opportunities to have fun. So we slept in late, which is something he hardly does. He's a 4:30, 5 a.m., 5:30 guy. He has the same routine. That's another thing I loved about him. He has an amazing routine. He's consistent. But what was I talking about, Lawrence? Date night. Date night. Yeah. So that day he skipped out on church, which we had planned. We slept in late, which for him, that's like 8:30. So we slept in late. We got up. I got things together for the beach day. We
That was
kind
beautiful.
of did that
Got a
together. We
sandwich.
just did packed up fruit and stuff,
Yeah.
and then we went to Jersey Mike's and got a nice big sub,
Oh, that
two
was
big
good.
subs, cut them up in fours,
It was good.
shared those up. And then we took a nice long drive. We didn't just go to Seaside Park, which is right in our backyard. We didn't go there. We wanted to take a drive up Connecticut because it's just so beautiful. So we went to where did we go?
What the name of it?
We went to oh gosh. We went to a beach further up, like an hour and a half away, and which was wonderful.
Hammonasset?
No, further up.
Hang on.
It's off of 62 or 72.
It's off 95.
It'll come up. So we Rocky Neck.
Yeah, Rocky Neck.
Rocky Neck State Park. They have a it's
Very
a nice
nice
beach
beach.
there. It's fun. So we went there. So that was like an hour and a half away. So we were able to catch up and talk and sing together. Did a couple of videos together. And then after that, we chilled. We weren't hungry. Well, we planned later. We went for a walk. We went to movies.
Went to movies. Yeah, it was full day.
So other date nights consist of when we have a full day, sometime movie night, sometime dinner, sometime dance, sometime comedy, sometime we'll do a mix. It depends on what we're doing. And my husband takes off one day out of the month that we just have for ourselves. So we do date nights every week, and then I have one full day to myself. And that day, that's why it fell on a Sunday, because sometimes we just get busy. But date night, I love that he does that. And we travel. I mean, we have fun together. We go play. We're going to Sedona, Arizona, a place that neither one of us have ever been. So we take up on those opportunities. Let's go somewhere where we've never been before together.
Do you think that not enough men are doing those types of things?
I don't think a lot of. I know when I say, "Oh, I got to leave because I'm doing date night," my girlfriends are like, "My husband never does date night."
Wow.
Or my boyfriend never. My boyfriend, your boyfriend is not dating you. My boyfriend never does date night.
That's danger.
I don't think that's good. I mean, I look at my couples in my family that have been together forever. One of my aunts and uncles, and then my sister who has been with her husband for like 30 plus years. And they always say, always date your mate. Always stay in girlfriend mode. Even though you're a wife, always stay in girlfriend mode.
Powerful.
Like, don't take anything for granted, you know? Always be grateful. One thing this guy always does is another thing. He's just always thank you. Because neither one of us, if you think about it, Lawrence, you know, being together is a choice. Having a relationship is really a choice. Love, liking someone is a choice, you know? So we don't have to be here. We choose to be here. Every day we choose each other, and that's how it works. We just choose each other. So you have to find someone that's going to choose you no matter what. No matter if you leave the cabinet doors open every day. I just laugh and close the doors. Like, why doesn't he get to close the cabinet doors?
I was taught to open doors, not close doors, according to Steve Harvey.
But I guess it's kind of true, because I find that a lot of men do that. They open things, but they don't close them. And you know, this guy deals with my OCDs. Who's gonna put up with Portia? Like, who's gonna put up with me? Not too many people, obviously.
Oh Lord.
And you know, for me, I call myself. Well, people call me an alpha woman. I think I am too. I have probably a strong. I'm not afraid of people, so I'm not afraid to talk. I'm not afraid to get constructive criticism. I love it. One thing I do love about Tim is that Dr. B is that he's not afraid to speak to me. He's not afraid to say Porsche, and he comes with me so easy. Like, the genuine heart of this guy. I wish I can take a portion of him and put him in some of every man, especially the men that do not have confidence or skill. I wish I can take his mindset and just go poof into men. Even my son, I watched my son grow so much with Tim being in my life, and my son was already
very good son.
He was already an amazing young man.
Very good.
But I watch him watch him. Now my son has an active father in his life too, but he sees a big difference in them. A man of, like, I heard him talking about integrity, and it's just so important, you know. Men don't really have to be out here rooting and tooting. You might have to travel to find your person. And so don't, I mean, my advice to men, don't give up. Like, we got in this late in the game. I mean, it took me, this is my third marriage. It took me 3 times to get it right, you know? 3 times. So.
Yes, sir. She resurrected on the 3rd day. Asa.
It's so crazy. So yeah, so Lawrence, I mean, for men out there, I mean, I'm very passionate about relationships. I love relationships. I hate to see breakups.
He gonna have you on now. Matter of fact, you gonna take my job.
You're gonna take, yeah. This is a great audition here. We're gonna have to replace Tim here, man.
I'm taking over as usual, right?
Yeah.
Women take. Well, Lawrence, you know, you and I have had conversations, and we could talk forever. Like, we've had these conversations before, where, you know, just the genuine nature of people. I think you just have to find genuine people that are your people, you know, at the gym or on a boat ride. I remember, so I have one last story and then I'm gonna get off. My aunt, who was a very alpha woman in Boston, this was years ago now, because now she's been married to her husband probably 40 years, and she's now in her 70s. Ida, she's amazing.
She is.
She's a tiny little thing. She's still got it going on. Beautiful as ever. I mean, a natural beauty. She used to date all these big buff guys because, you know, that was her round. That's who she used to run into. She went on this boat ride many, many years ago, and she said, you know, I know I was hot that day, you know. But she went on this boat ride by herself, and she said all these guys, they would look kind of the same thing that I guess a lot of probably, maybe you should talk about this with Black women, or, you know, women, how men don't approach them, right? And so she said, here comes this pipsqueak, which is now my Uncle Carlton, short guy, total opposite of what she would date, light skin, curly hair, like that's just not her MO. And this guy, she said, the thing that caught her, the same thing with me, is the boldness that he had to come to her after all these other beautiful guys have passed her up. She said they ended up having a wonderful conversation. She met him. I think he was a paralegal at that time. Uncle Carlton is now, he's a pilot. I mean, she has helped his career in so many ways. Now, my Aunt Ida at that time, she still is in the insurance business. She had 2 insurance businesses in Boston, and she's always done very well for herself, you know. She had my cousin David, she had a son at the time that she met Carlton, and then her and Uncle Carlton went to have 2 more kids. But them together, I love to see them to this day. To think that they're in their 70s, almost 70, they look younger than us. Like, they're amazing people because they found each other. They found their person. And so just sometimes you have to step outside your aura, outside your path. I stepped out of mine. He stepped out of his. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It can happen. Might be late in the game after you learned a lot of things for yourself, but it definitely can happen. You know, I'm 55. He's 61. I mean, I think we look pretty good for our ages, right?
And I want to point out,
you look good. I don't know about the other guy there.
You know what? I want to point out, people, I am wearing my FAMU shirt. I graduated from FAMU, and because my wife follows my lead, she's wearing her.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that
shirt.
All right,
so I'm teaching men as you lead.
Well, I didn't even think about that.
I know you did, but that's what happens.
All right, bye, Lawrence.
Yeah,
see y'all. Thank you so much.
Now Lauren's gonna be talking to you now, more.
Yeah, this is the first thing. Where's Portia? Put her on. Get some real wisdom in here. All right, but thanks so much, man.
All right,
so this is a great episode. I'll talk to you.
God bless you guys. Bye bye.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up.